Hi guys, I'm going to do some gift cards. They can be for Christmas, birthday or whatever. And I decided to do use various products, and I've got a whole big drawer full of napkins, so I thought, well, why not use them? So I just took some water and a paintbrush and just marked around where I wanted to um, remove that napkin area, the design on it, and it makes it so much easier to tear it. And I like the torn edge rather than a crisp cut edge with scissors. So that's what I'm doing there, and then I'll get those dry and we'll start playing around with them. Now my tags, I think mostly they're 3 by 2 1/4, so 6 inches wide by 2 1/4 tall, and then folded in half. I tend to make my own because there's so much. Well, we got that much product that, and it doesn't take long, and I mass produce. So in this one, I think I did maybe 4 or 5 in the one design. And I have a series of this. Yeah, just applied that with some Liquitex, just a fluid matte medium. Just a watered down glue is fine, but as long as you do it on the surface there and on the napkin, on the card and the napkin, and then just cut it out. So yeah, a Christmas series, just a little bonus videos for Christmas, and I had to make my own anyway, so just thought I'd share the process with you guys. So that's what it looks like. Simple. And this was a little bit extra left out of the cardstock, so I think it might have been just 2 inches by 2 1/2 or something like that. So they don't all have to be the same size. So whatever scraps you've got, use them. And this is a perfect way of using them. So pretty much that's all I do is get them from the napkin. And I do take the backings off the napkin. Some of them have 2, some of them have 3. But make sure you get all those off. You separate them all. Now you're going to have creases in it and that, but that's just, it's the beauty of handmade craft. It does not have to be perfect. In my eyes, as long as it's usable, it's good enough. And I like to have a pile of them ready, a stash of them ready at the go. So I did these in late October, early November, and now only just getting up to editing and uploading the videos. So just making sure there's no edges, like bits hanging over the edges, and so just using an emery board. Just a nail file is good enough. Okay, so what do I use there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So now I thought they were a bit plain with just the napkins there, and you could leave it at just the napkins, but I thought I'd add some glitter and sparkle to it. This is just a clear superfine embossing powder, but it actually has glitter in it, so it looks really nice when done. It's just another step, adds another step to the process, but if it looks good, why not do it? And I love the raw edges there, the torn edges. It does not have to cover the complete layer of the card. So that looks quite nice. And here's another Christmas napkin, and rather than using the actual words Merry Christmas, because they're a bit too big for what I'm doing it for, just going to take those flowers out. I think they're a wattle, are they? I'm not sure. Forgive me. They're a native flower to Australia, I'm sure of it. And so on these, because of the tone of the napkin, I decided to use kraft cardstock instead of the white. And you can see how quickly they go together. Now, instead of cutting them, I could just use a emery board and file those overlaying bits off. But anyway, I'm doing that now. So it looks, it just looks part of the actual card. It doesn't look like something stuck on it, I don't think anyway. So there's two of them. Alright, so obviously I couldn't just leave it at that. I had to do some stamping. So here I've got Merry Christmas and a little row of bows. And I'm using my stamp press tool because they were Recollections stamps weren't the best. Now, I do have to and from stamps and they just weren't working. I tried and I tried and I got other ones as well and I tried with those. And they're just not doing it. They're not cutting it, so I'm just better off writing it myself. So in the end, I end up doing that. Yeah, I could probably colour that in, that little bow, ribbon bow, but no, we're going to leave it. Here we go. I try with this other set of the to and from, and it didn't work out too well either. I didn't like it actually. See how it's fairly chunky, like thick in spaces. So I go back to just writing it. I'm finding an appropriate marker to use. Alright, so we're back on to the first ones that we made, the white cardstock ones. And that must be a sticky stamp that kept moving. So I'm just using onyx black ink for this. It's a permanent ink, so yep, and that fit nicely in that little card there. That was the extra one I did. I had a bit of scrap left over. Now you'll see where I'm writing the to. That's where the hole goes, doesn't it? I did quite a few before I realised. Jen, you got to do it in the centre. That's all right. It's a bit cute. Yep, easy done. Just production line. Once you get everything set up in place. Yep, and again I'm doing the production line here, going through and putting the clear embossing ink over there and then the embossing powder. Doing a couple at a time this time just to speed up the process. Makes such a difference, that embossing powder on there, I think. Okay, so there we go, just using the crocodile to punch the holes to put in the baker's twine. And quite a variety of designs on that napkin as well, so I like that. I bought this from Woolies, this set of 3 twine, so, and it was fairly cheap, couple of dollars, so came in handy for this purpose. And now I think I realise what I've done. Yep, it's covered up the two. Oopsie, and I've punched them all before I realised. That's okay, and it's not a problem. Yep, I've got to check every one, don't I? I don't think you really need to see me threading the ribbon, the twine, through all of them, so I think I cut that out eventually. So there we go. I think that's about 8 done, first lot. Now these ones I did, because they were still fairly, I tried to punch the whole smaller hole of the crocodile there and try and avoid the word to. So yeah, as I was saying, they were still sort of warmish when I wanted to stack them to get them a bit straighter level, and so I just put some wax paper between them. That was all that was for, just to avoid them sticking to each other. And this is just some cheap old twine. I can't remember what it's called. Jute, hemp, one of them, rope. So yeah, how quick and easy are they? And they look so effective. And you use the different ones for the different age group. So come back tomorrow and I'll have a different take on another set of gift cards, Christmas gift cards at this stage. So thanks guys, bye.